You made 11 million.
Listen. The good thing you have a good insight about trading. We made 11 million. And then something in our minds told us, no, we can now make 15 at the same time. And making 15, we managed to withdraw only 200,000. Trying to make $15, we managed to withdraw only 200,000.
Okay.
400 less of what we had deposited.
Uncharted chats from the soul, yeah, we going deep. Tous les babi, tout coupe manja. Late nights, bright lights, charts on the screen. Talking dreams, forex wins, what does it mean? Life be a journey, trading be our map.
Have you ever wondered what a private trader does in their life? We have had traders in Uganda that are very private in their lives, making a lot of money. We have seen rare cars on the streets, but we don't know the owners of these cars. We have seen rare houses in Uganda, but we don't know the owners of these houses. Welcome to Uncharted Chats. My name is MC Emmer, and I'm the host of this amazing podcast. And welcome to the untold stories of your forex trader. And today with me, I have someone very amazing. You've seen him on our TikTok pages. That's Uncharted Chats. He goes by the name of King Roen, King Zhao, King Roen, and everything. How are you doing, King Roen?
I'm doing good, bro.
Have I said the right introduction?
Probably.
You're King Zhao.
No. I actually don't trade gold. I'm not a fan of gold. Zhao is gold, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of gold. I don't do gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel being on something that you built and you actually guessed on it?
I can't explain the feeling, by the way. It's a bit unexplainable, but it's real.
It's real.
Yes, putting something out to light through your mind.
Okay.
Something real, and then you get to sit on it. I just can't explain the feeling, man.
All right.
But it's real.
I want you to talk to my viewers. Introduce yourself to the viewers. What do you do, and who is you?
All right. My very beautiful name is King Roen, and I am actually the, how is it called? Founder, CEO. No, I'm not the CEO. There's a CEO. Founder, probably the founder. I'm actually the founder of Uncharted Chats, and I do a lot. I'm actually a private trader. I help people with business branding. I'm very good at marketing.
Yeah.
I actually have a degree in journalism, so it's all centered around putting something out to the public, but then I'm a private trader because of certain reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have seen a lot of young traders in Uganda, young people with money, young people that are very successful. And when you talk about young people, we have King Roen right here. Very young, actually. Very, very young, but very successful.
Very young.
Very young.
I think I'm making 15 next. I'll be making 15 this September. Hey, very young.
I made research about your age, by the way. So if you say you're 15, you're lying. I won't say your age on air. It's okay. It's very
what is wrong? Are you my mother? You're not. I am 15 years of age.
I had a chat with your mother.
We move on. I'm not 15.
Okay, that's King Roen for you. A very private trader for you. And this is Uncharted Chats. And remember to follow us on our social media platforms. That's Uncharted Chats Uganda on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, X, and of course the mother of it all, that's YouTube. So I will start right away to the story of King Roen. King, who is King Roen?
Okay, King Roen is a person, is a boy that I've actually grown up in Nasana.
Nasana.
Yes, I'm a product of Nasana, a proud one.
Proud one. Nasana.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've actually been trading since it was 2019. That is when I got to learn about forex trading through Iron Trade. But those were options by then, and they wouldn't be as profitable as then. So you had to move out. And through the process of moving out, I met my very good friend right now, Prince. He's called Prince. He's a very, very good trader. And he actually brought me back into the trading system. And by then, I was doing more of house parties management. I was hosting in bars. And then I had a source of capital, and we would get that capital and take it in trading. but we had no system, we had no maths, we were just very, very new traders with capital, let me call it that. And most of it went to West. Most of it went to West. Since I yazikuba, market yazikuba, since I yazikuba.
Okay.
So then, to that 12, probably around 2022, I think, that is when I met Justin in Chisasi, and that is when now trading started getting intense, because you know you've now gotten more people that are into the system. So trading got intense and intense. From then I started learning that I can get capital from here, I can do this, I can do this. That is when I had to become private and focus on a skill, because you know like you can't focus on everything.
Okay.
So I had to focus on different skills to see that I get a different skill somewhere, and trading is probably what motivated me to start Uncharted Chats. Now that is how we've come here to the whole story of Uncharted Chats.
Okay.
Yes.
You're speaking about Prince, one of the people that helped you in the forex markets and everything. How did the journey of Nasana meet Prince?
I met him at YMCA. He was a campaign manager for someone that was contesting to be the how is it called? The guild president by then. So they contacted me and they told me, we need to push this person through. We need you to help us. And we pushed this person through because they knew most of my skills by then. By then, I think I was the president of the journalism club in YMCA. So they contacted me to use that kind of power, and we used it. That is how I met him. By the time we were talking, trying to get the campaign person, trying to get the how is it called?
Candidate.
Yes, the candidate. By the time we wanted to get the candidate through, that is when I got very close to Israel, and I started seeing him on chats, and I already had it in mind. You know, something that is pulling is something that has to be your purpose. And I was already intrigued into it. I told him, no, I can get money. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And that is how I met Israel.
Okay.
Prince, actually, yeah,
Okay.
Prince.
Okay. As an influencer, you told us you're into marketing. You've been hosting parties and everything.
I was hosting parties.
You was,
yeah.
but you no longer do that.
I'm actually going to get back into that again, because now I wanted to perfect the trading skill.
Okay.
You know, with trading, it's very hard to be a trader as you have something that is influencing a different life of yours. So I had to focus all my energy onto one skill, which I did. Yeah.
Okay. So right now you're a full-time trader.
Yeah, I'm a full-time trader.
Okay. We are having an insight of your life. It seems that life was not bad at all. You were into parties, hosting.
Are you sure?
Hey.
Are you sure? That's what it means.
Because you've said you were getting profits, putting them into the forex markets, and
probably.
they blow them out. You try again, they blow them out.
That doesn't mean that life wasn't bad. Here's an instance. There is a day I remember very well. I had made some money the night before. It was probably around 600,000, and the next day was a Friday. You know, the first Friday of the month, that is when we have NFP. So me and Prince decided to risk all this money in Twalonkaga on NFP, and we make money. And we decided, actually, since we are going to make the money, let's not even do it from home. We went to a hotel. It is called Afro Park in Muyenga. We sat there and we actually made...
You left home to go to a hotel
to make money
and trade NFP?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
And then when we reached there, we actually made 11 million. Like the chats, the profits, the blues were 11 million. And we closed them. But then... Which Uganda are you in? You made 11 million. Listen. The good thing, you have a good insight about trading. We made 11 million. And then something in our minds told us, no, we can now make 15 at the same time. And making 15, we managed to withdraw only 200,000. Trying to make $15, we managed to withdraw only 200,000. Okay. 400 less of what we had deposited. So that's what I don't think you can say that it wasn't bad. It was really bad. It's been a lot of struggles and a lot of trying to build a mental capacity and learning. Yeah.
So how did this shift your mind? Like, how did it take over your mind?
I think that was even my turn, because by then I think we were just 2 months into the trading thing.
Okay.
And then looking at 11, I even still have the screenshots in my phone, and looking at 11 million on phone. in less than 5 minutes, I was like, this is absurd. This can't happen.
And you thought you could make more?
I thought that is how it is. So losing the whole 11 million, actually this is now like 10,800,000, losing all of it, I was like, whoa, now this is reality. Now this means this is a business. This is not gambling. This is a business. And that is when I had to look for people. That is when I had to meet Justin. That is when I had to really get into the whole basics of trading and learning what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's life being a private trader that you don't, because forex trading in Uganda, especially in Africa, is looked at as an influential business that every time you become profitable, you set up an academy, you flex your money, you do what? How have you managed to keep the money, a lot of money, private in your life?
Because before I was more of a public person, and I know what social media comes with. I know once you decide to put your business out on social media, it becomes other people's business. Once you decide to flex your money, someone is obliged to come and borrow money from you. Sagala kuba simanyi Ghana. Buli omu gwe nali mpozi. Sikale si buli omu naye abasinga.
Was it in school?
Was
it in school?
In school, outside. So I just got fed up because you borrow people money, and since they know you're a nice person, since they know you're talking that will be the tail of it. You'll never hear of that person, and then you're going to lose very important friendships. So I was like, no, since people know trading is a business that has a lot of money, I'd prefer to keep it private. One, I don't have to deal with any kind of social media. Two, I don't have to deal with any, even if I lose, I have to battle with it alone. Even if something goes wrong, no one knows, because now my battles are for myself. You know, once you try to put yourself out there, you've made everything for social media.
Okay.
But I decided to fight it as me.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what made me private.
Okay, we won't go into the private life again. So what made you sit down and think like, maybe I can do something for the traders in Uganda. Maybe I can set up a podcast where people can reach out and tell the untold stories, because we have seen a lot of traders trying to tell their stories through videos, showing them their first day in trading, then after 5 years they're profitable. But you came up with the idea like, hey, let me call out traders, talk to them, sit with them and talk to them. Where did this idea come from?
My passion. I have a very, very strong passion with seeing a growing community. That passion comes from the fact of, even when I was starting the whole thing of house partying, and I had a company called Backlash, and it was dealing in house parties, and I would do a house party to create a community of people that know each other and are going to help each other. In most cases, it wasn't even profitable, but I did it out of passion.
Okay.
And then when I became a private person, it started, you know, a passion intrigues, a purpose intrigues. It will torture you until you put it to life, right? So it started torturing me, and I'm like, how can I help people? At first, I had decided to help only traders, to see how they can commune and help each other. But then I realized it is not only traders that need this kind of exposure.
Actually, it's not only traders that are making money in Uganda.
Yes.
There are a lot of young people that are making money
yes,
from
a lot.
businesses.
And they are struggling. They don't know who to deal with. They don't know who to help them with this. So I was like, if I can use social media to push out something like Uncharted Chats that is going to help people meet with people that can do that, like when they meet together, they can do something that can come out. Two people can grow together. That is like my dream. To see that someone, let me say someone who has capital, can meet with a trader who does not have capital. The trader has a skill, but this one has capital. So they will meet. And probably when it comes to something like events, someone who has the numbers will meet up with someone who has the idea. You get? And these two people are going to bring something to life. In the end, you're going to see that a lot of things have come to life, and we have managed to change a whole lot of things as the Ugandan youths, as a Ugandan community. Because right now I'm looking at people from the ages of 15 to around 30.
Okay.
Yes, that is where the money is right now. That is where the economy is best in Uganda.
Okay, you've been with Prince, like you told us, in the forex market. Has there any day that came about and you feel like you're very, very, very disappointed in Prince? Let me say lost money. Is there a day that came about?
Definitely I would be, but I would be in that state if I don't know what trading is. I would be disappointed in Prince if I didn't know what trading is. He would probably be disappointed in me if he didn't know what trading is. But sometimes you get to a point of like, no, yes, it's probably a mistake. Probably I've become greedy. Probably he's become greedy.
Or it's
but
the market.
No. Actually, one thing that I realize, and probably me, what I would want to put out there, in most cases, it's not the market. The market just reflects what you are as you. In most cases, when you go on a losing streak of like a month or two, you'll find that there is something you've been doing wrong in your life. Probably you've gone off your routine. Probably there's a substance you're using and it's not keeping you focused. It's basically you've become greedy, probably you've lost your emotions. So you tend to find that the most reasons that people lose is more of internal than external. The market is just a mirror of what you are. Yeah.
Okay, that's very amazing. So what plans or what insights does Uncharted Chats have for all Ugandans out there, or East Africans or Africans, or the world at large?
Basically, starting with traders, we are going to change the trading community because we want to preach the true gospel. This means if we are preaching the true gospel to traders, we are going to preach the true gospel to everyone. What is needed in life? What is needed for someone in 2025 to excel? Because the reasons someone in 2025 will excel are not the same reasons someone in 1999 will excel. And those are the things that we are using. That is the knowledge we are using. We are using 1999 knowledge to try and excel. So I want to see how people can bring out 2025 knowledge. What do you know that I don't know that can help us? Not traders alone, basically anyone. Event hosts, probably girls that are struggling somehow. Girls are struggling a lot right now. You'll sit with a girl and talk to her, and probably all she does is drink because she has something that she's running from. So you want to see how can we improve as the 2025 Gen Z. Yeah. And in prospects, in the near future, I'm looking to create different channels through Uncharted Chats that are going to deal with all those, probably Uncharted Girl Child, probably the Uncharted Vibes to deal with the events, probably the Uncharted Trips and podcast. The Uncharted Chats is a podcast that we are on now. So we are going to help each other. It's not probably me helping you, it's not you helping me watch, but then we want to help each other. You know someone out there that knows something, bring them to us, let them talk to us. You know, we both listen, we both help each other, we both grow. We want to grow. Yeah. We want to improve the growth mindset.
That's very amazing.
Yeah.
As a private forex trader, what has the forex market helped you achieve as a person?
A lot. I actually started Uncharted Chats with forex money. We used the money that we used to buy the cameras, the money that we used to buy the car, the money that we used to buy most of the things that started, the lights and everything, was forex money. Because you know the thing that is with forex, the money is there. You make the profits. But then keeping them. So we decided to make Uncharted Chats so that those profits, meaning as a private trader, I managed to get something out as a passion, as a purpose that is going to help everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's very, very amazing. Besides forex traders, besides influencers, besides girls like you've told us, what should Ugandans expect from Uncharted Chats that's very, very new in their lives?
A growth mindset that is mixed with the Gen Z vibes. Let me call it like that. The thing that is with us Gen Z, we need a brain balance. You cannot train a Gen Z person without giving them fun. That is not something that you can do right now. By the time you train them for 1-2 days, it's done. If they don't see what they want. So we want to see how we can help these people see the longer picture. We want to create a community that has vibes together, that has fun. We go to schools to try and create vibes in children and, you know, emphasize strength in the community. You know how they say work without play. So the new thing is that we are mixing fun and growth. We are mixing vibes and growth. Vibes to improve a very, very, very strong growth mindset. Yeah.
Okay, so is Uncharted Chats a forex academy, a home of traders? What is really, because I've seen most people taking Uncharted Chats as some other forex academy that came out.
Uncharted Chats initially was a home of traders. It was a space of traders, but then we got to realize this This does not need, it is not only needed by the traders, and for the scale of the traders, you'll find that it's only 1% of the traders, of the population of Uganda, that are traders. And yet the thing that we want to push out is needed by over 70% of the population. So it is no longer a home for only traders, but is a home for Gen Zs. It is a home for Gen Zs. We are going to have partitions, of course, a partition for events, a partition for vibes, a partition for the girls, a partition for the boys, and a partition for the traders. Meaning we are looking at everyone, we are considering everyone, as long as the point starts that we are maintaining the growth mindset.
That's very, very beautiful.
Yes.
As a private trader, I've seen a lot of rare cars in Uganda. Do you have one of the rare cars? Not yet?
No, not yet.
But you're planning to?
Very soon, in process.
I want to ask you your dream car, I want to ask you your dream house. What's one of your biggest dreams that you have as a person?
My biggest dreams?
Your biggest dream?
To be honest, I'm living my biggest dream. My biggest dream was actually to be happy. And that is when I learned that happiness is not attached to anything materialistic. Happiness is attached to purpose. And when I started running my purpose, I became happy. So I'm living my biggest dream. Though when it comes to materialism, I really love a BMW. I would love a BMW. Rather an M8.
Which one?
Rather an X7, as long as it's a BMW. But probably an M8 competition.
Mugena zivugirawa.
Yeah, abana balina muno M8. Omuli muno omwana alina M8 competition. Mwali
Gobeera eri mu gundi.
Janja jeri.
Hamp bweziti.
Waffe teri hamp, my blood. Waffe teri ogisaako bots. Epazi bwogamba buli obwogamba obutasibwa speed twabumanyira.
Okay. I want to take this to another level. You're a private trader. And I shouldn't ask you this. How much have you ever made, like your highest amount in minutes from the forex markets?
To be honest, I think it is that one NFP incident I told you about.
11 million.
Those 11 million. Those were the highest. And then when you get to learn the basics, you can make 500 a day, 600, 1 M. Yeah.
500 a day.
500,000.
On average, how much do you make on a day? Like your
on
lowest?
average, combining the losses and the profits.
Yes, your average. How much?
Probably I count within weeks, and it will probably go for
Let me say
$500 a week.
Chido.
A week.
$1.
Average. Obaze loss, obaze week. Chido.
$500
average
right now.
Ogambye average kati wide average ngamba sente mulimu eza loss mulimu eza weni kuba ojja tuko onako okole 1000 akati ali ku lukaaga.
You make 1.9 million every week
on average. That is not a lot of money. People make money. My mentor Justin can make 5,000. Justin makes 5,000. 5,000. There is a lesson you are in with Justin. You know Justin Zhao.
Yeah, I do.
And he managed to make 2,500 live. That is just in a day. That is just in one session. Probably it was London session. And he made 2,500. So if you're meaning that 500 is, it is not.
It's much. Looking at the Uganda economy, how many people make? How many people make 1.9 million every week?
I don't know. I don't know by the area.
Roughly, you make 6M every month.
Roughly, yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm short of words. Traders are really making money in Uganda. A lot of money. The thing is, if you're a trader out there, reach out to the right people. And it's not a must that every time you become profitable, you set up an academy, you become an influencer. We have a private trader right here. He makes money, but he's private with his life. He's very, very private with his life. So keeping your life private, don't you sometimes get hooked up to the money and feel like you want to flex it on the internet?
That is when I brought in Uncharted Chats. I felt like I have to flex in something. Yeah. You feel like you have to flex in something, but you're not flexing it as you. You're flexing it as a brand.
A brand.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, speaking about Uncharted Chats, Forex Academy Uganda and Uncharted Chats sponsored one of my trips I had recently when I traveled to Tanzania, to one of the coolest beaches in Tanzania, that's the Coco Beach. These guys took me there. As you all saw everything and everything. So these guys sponsored everything that you saw on TikTok, on my pages and everything. So he's one of the founders. So the CEO, who's the CEO of Uncharted Chats?
Prince. Yeah.
He's the CEO.
Yeah, he has more brains than me.
Hey.
So yeah,
go ayiya.
Gwe naye yo, you know ye yawa omuntu.
No oli afuge.
Hey. Gwe nokyejjako.
Walemera ku kisanja. Walemera ku kisanja.
Walemera ku kisanja kasa kibanga kidduka. The thing is to see the dream running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as a founder of Uncharted Chats, what has been your biggest motivation ever since you started Uncharted Chats?
My biggest motivation is struggling people. I've been in a lot of struggling times. And I know what it means to struggle in periods of inflation. I've read about inflation a lot, and we are in the highest inflation point ever recorded. So it means economy is high. It means we are struggling a lot, and the economy is looking to us, the Gen Z, is probably from 15 to 30.
Aba 15 besonyiwe bakyalina abataata ne bamaama.
Wolowooza nga tonnasanga mwana wa myaka 16 anoonya rent.
Yewoggula.
Si kwewoggula.
How can you be 15 and live?
You need to sit down and listen to people.
You left home at 15.
Me?
Don't you see?
Me, I couldn't leave home at 15.
Okay, that's what.
But then there are people who are living at home at 15.
Why?
Circumstances. Death of guardians, and they couldn't stay with anyone. Lack of funds at home. Probably some it comes with kwewagula, but then yewagude. So what is happening next? Against the katafe. It has happened. Meaning they have to go forward.
Okay. Anyways, that has been King Roen for you.
Well, let's be honest. Kati tusoke tukirize omanye nti njagala ki, what do I want in life? Chiche njagala financial freedom. Yes, you can get financial freedom, but then that financial freedom might not even be what you want exactly. Some people want a car, not to drive a car, but to see that they are driving a car. To flex that they are driving a car. So first know exactly what you want with life. Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to be seen? Do you want to be validated? What do you want from this life? Then you know the purpose, your purpose. Probably if trading can help you get there, then go ahead. Don't give up, because it's really hard. That is a fact. It's really hard. We still make losses. Last week, I just blew an account, me personally, with all the money, with all the years I've been in the system. So meaning it's very hard for everyone. It's still hard for us. It's still hard for you out there. But just don't give up. If you really feel like this is what you want, if you feel like the financial freedom is all you're after, don't give up. Go after it, because the money you're going after is made by people in years. Meaning it is something bigger. You're going for something bigger, and the process would be bigger. Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite nursery song when you were studying?
My favorite nursery rhyme?
Yeah.
Or is it One Yellow Duck? Is that one they sing?
One Yellow.
No, One Yellow Duck, there is one they sing with legs. Actually, I work at my mother's nursery school, and even when they are singing it, I have to move out and watch them, because it brings a lot of memories. I love making my inner child happy. So when you see them like, One Yellow Duck, I think it's that. Singing in the water, and they are moving with clapping.
Anyway, that's King Roen. Where can people find you on social media?
I'm not on social media.
You're not?
No.
Wow.
I'm not a social media person.
So you don't want to be found?
Maybe if you can pass through Uncharted Chats, but if you pass through Uncharted Chats, you're going to talk to Prince and the social media managers.
Okay.
So I'm not on social media. I'm not there. Probably someone will have to get my number. Someone will have to meet me out. I prefer a physical connection, because then I would know you. I'd see you by your first impression and your last impression.
I had Justin, he told me he's single, he cooks for himself. Are you single? Do you cook for yourself?
One Yellow Duck.
Yes, that's King Roen for you. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, and our mother of it all, that's YouTube. I've been MCM. Follow me on my platform as well, MCM256. Remember, this is not the last and this is not the first. He's King Roen. Should be having more of his story He's a private trader. But for now, I want to say good night. I love you so much. Bye-bye.
Till we meet again.